Kevin Costner's sudden departure alters Yellowstone dynamics. After his shocking exit, the show explores family conflict and loss as John Dutton's fate hangs over the Dutton Ranch. The winds are changing for fans of Yellowstone, as the beloved series grapples with the fallout from the sudden departure of its star, Kevin Costner. The mid-season premiere, which aired with much anticipation, confirmed what many had feared. Costner's character, John Dutton, has been written off the show amid swirling rumors and behind-the-scenes drama. Wes Bentley, who portrays Jamie Dutton, took to the media recently to discuss the show's dramatic direction following Costner's exit. Appearing on Today Extra, Bentley acknowledged the emotional weight of filming the final episodes, especially concerning the fate of John Dutton, who met his end through heartbreaking circumstances. "That's above my pay grade," he quipped when asked if this season marks the series' conclusion, adding, "It wouldn't surprise me if it was the end, and it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't." Fans were thrown for quite the loop when the season kicked off with John's death laid bare. This shocking moment represented not just the exit of the character, but served as a catalyst for the remaining Duttons to weave through their grief and the challenges stirred up by this loss. Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan chose this poignant route deliberately, focusing on the ensemble cast's grief, rather than dwelling overly on the event itself. Director Christina Voros discussed the poignant storytelling choice with The Hollywood Reporter, expressing admiration for how Sheridan turned what could be mere sensationalism about John's death back toward the family dynamics at play, the aftermath of such tragedy. She noted, "Death and birth are the two constants in our human experience. What's interesting is not just the event, but how it affects those still standing." The Dutton family, known for their loyalty and brutal tactics to protect their ranch, faced their most significant trial yet without their patriarch. This shift promises to explore how Beth, played by Kelly Riley, and Case, portrayed by Luke Grimes, cope with their father's absence. The premiere episode opens with them discovering John's lifeless body, and viewers are treated to the emotional fallout of this tragic discovery. While the precise circumstances of John Dutton's demise have not been fully resolved, hints of sinister machinations around his death suggest it may not be what it seems. Viewers witness flashbacks indicating potential foul play, with Jamie entangled with lawyer Sarah Atwood, Dawn Olivieri, as they plot against their father. It's reported she instigated plans to stage John's death as suicide, the highest reward and lowest risk, as one shadowy operative described it. Bentley's character, Jamie, has navigated dark waters over the seasons, exhibiting fluctuated loyalties and struggles with his father. The emotional toll of carrying such weight eventually made him conflicted about his actions, which could lead him to face the inevitable reckoning both from his siblings and from the tense moral lines he's crossed. Viewers are watching closely as the plot thickens. Beth, armed with fury and grief, whispers to Case, suspecting Jamie's involvement. "It was Jamie," she accuses, underscoring the rising tension among the siblings. The accompanying turmoil encapsulates Yellowstone's core themes: family loyalty weighed against personal vendettas. Costner's shift away from the series is said to have stemmed from creative differences and scheduling conflicts with his new project, Horizon. With Yellowstone becoming such a defining role, his sudden exit shocked many fans who'd followed the Duttons through thick and thin. Kevin himself expressed mixed feelings about his departure, acknowledging the franchise's impact but leaving fans wondering about his level of engagement with the show's conclusion, commenting he doesn't feel compelled to rush back to see how it wraps up. Observer interest hasn't wavered. Rather, it seems heightened. The ratings for the premiere showcased viewership numbers eclipsing prior season debuts, reflecting the show's resilience amid the cast upheaval. Bentley expressed the burden of his character's psychological depth, noting it was tough to separate Jamie's moral ambiguity from his personal life after such prolonged portrayals. "Every time Jamie's on screen, it's some big reveal or devastating moment. It was permeated by my life," he shared. Looking forward, viewers are left to ponder what this final season and the implied changes will deliver. The intrigue builds not just from the Dutton family's internal conflicts, but from the backdrop of political maneuvering and land disputes characteristic of the West. Being left with unresolved plot threads has fans eagerly guessing about spin-offs or continuations beyond Season 5. Voros hinted at possible outcomes. "These characters have complexity, heart, and depth," she noted, leaving the door open for future stories inhabiting this rich universe. Whether the remaining Duttons will rally or fragment remains to be seen, But Yellowstone continues to prove its ability to pull at the heartstrings and engage audiences effectively, even when it treads dark waters. It's this very complexity of family feud and frailty, reflected against the rugged backdrop of Montana, which has captivated audiences worldwide. Next week, fans will tune back in to catch the latest unraveling of this dramatic tale. With anticipation building, the Dutton saga promises more intrigue, heartbreak, and cinematic storytelling as it approaches its grand finale. Will the Dutton legacy endure? Or will the storm of their unresolved familial ties tear them apart? Only time will tell.